Alright, so we had JoJo this week, of course, and this episode was a little different than usual because we focused on Iggy instead of, the usual group, which was interesting because we finally got into, like, his mind, so to speak, because now he's actually been given a voice. Um, so I thought that was kind of interesting, and let's get into some of the details here. Of course, the villain for this two-parter is Pet Shop, which is a falcon who has an ice stand. I was wondering if we were going to get an ice stand, and we did, so I thought that was pretty interesting. And of course, JoJo being infamous for not being kind to dogs. We had two dogs get killed in the very beginning of the freaking episode, or at least the beginning of its appearance, Pet Shop's appearance, and then started eating them, eating its heads in front of the kid. I'm like, damn. But ultimately, Iggy comes to the kid's rescue, as they always do, and starts fighting him. But, obviously the pet shop stand is too strong for Iggy as of right now, and so he basically does a lot of run tactics. He gets one really good hit on him by, clawing his torso, which really should have killed him because he was like lying in a pool of his own blood. But nope, that wasn't it. He was able to freeze his own wound, and which still, I mean, he still lost a shit ton of blood. There's no reason why he should have been able to keep going, but he does. And by the end of the chapter, by the end of the episode, his Iggy's foot gets frozen, and then a couple icicles are shot, and then to be continued. So, what is Iggy's fate? Obviously, he's alive as of the previews for the next episode. It would have been weird if he died right there anyway, so um hmm let's see. Was there anything else really interesting in this episode? Not really. I mean, there was something with the whole beggar thing, and then they Avdol pays him to go find the mansion, which he does, but gets killed by a pet shop. So um that was that. And now they're waiting. And so I'm guessing Iggy's gonna be the one that guides them to Dio's mansion, just because I don't see anybody else who can do that. And I don't know if Polnareff or any of them are going to get involved in the next episode. I think it's really going to be Iggy who straight up beats Pet Shop, which would be nice. I mean, an animal versus animal and a dog beating a falcon would be kind of cool. After all the abuse that dogs take in JoJo, would be kind of cool for the dog to strike back, right? So, this is pretty simple episode, so pretty simple review. This is a good episode. I liked that we finally got a voice behind Iggy and just sort of his thoughts, and then eventually he just starts talking uh, with mouth animations. So obviously he's not talking in Japanese. He's still talking in dog, but it's translated like for us. By that point, I think like by then it was kind of obvious of what he was doing, and so they didn't really need to explain it any further. But like when it was barking at the kid, it was all row, 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 instead of this the speaking, because that's what the kid heard was row, 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 you know. So yeah, I thought it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. We haven't seen any like dialogue from the Falcon, so I don't know if it can understand Iggy or not. That thing is vicious and it's going after Iggy, but Iggy will most definitely beat it in the next episode. So we'll see you guys next week for that.